Do you ever crave a movie that delves into love, heartbreak, and tender connections? Today, let's explore 15 romantic gay dramas that will sweep you into captivating journeys of passion and self-discovery. Number 15. Paris 0559. Theo and Hugo.
Tu sais, on dit vivre avec. Mais moi, je peux pas. Moi, je vis contre lui.
Two young men, Theo and Hugo, meet by chance during a vibrant night in Paris. Their initial spark leads them through empty streets, where they share both excitement and hidden fears. As they wander, an unexpected revelation tests their trust and forces them to confront the reality of their connection. Through after-hours adventures and vulnerable confessions, they experience a powerful bond that feels almost too good to be true. Eventually, they realize that love can ignite in an instant, but it might be changed forever by a single moment of truth. Number 14. Esteros.
Vení, te está cagando de frío.
¿Son enamorados, sí?
No, un amigo, Matías.
Matias and Geronimo spent childhood summers together in the wetlands of Argentina, sharing playful days under the sun. As adolescence arrived, those carefree moments hinted at deeper feelings, only to be cut short by a sudden move. Years later, they reunite unexpectedly, and old memories flood back. Confusion sets in, as both try to reconcile their past attachment with the men they've become. Their shared nostalgia sparks a renewed closeness, but lingering secrets threaten to overshadow their rekindled bond. When everything hangs in the balance, will they risk it all for love? Number 13. Hawaii. In the quiet countryside, Martin returns to his late family's estate in search of work, only to discover it's now owned by an old friend, Eugenio. Their childhood connection evolves in small yet meaningful gestures, each conversation revealing hints of unspoken longing. As they labor side by side, the tension between them intensifies, creating an unspoken closeness neither fully understands. Emotions simmer just beneath the surface, leaving them both questioning what could happen if they dared cross the line. In the hush of secluded days, a single moment can alter their story forever. Number 12. 5 Dances. Young dancer Chip arrives in New York, fueled by dreams of a life on the stage. He joins a small troupe rehearsing an emotionally charged modern dance piece, forging connections with his fellow dancers that blur the line between performance and real life. With every movement, hidden yearnings and personal struggles surface. Chip finds himself drawn to a fellow performer in ways that unsettle and excite him, leaving him off balance in the studio and in his heart. When art and personal desire intersect, one daring leap could change everything. Number 11. Plan B.
Dale, para la chica. Dale, ya está. Está bien. No te bien. Ahí está.
Bruno, freshly single and nursing heartbreak, concocts a wild plan to win back his ex-girlfriend. He cozies up to her new boyfriend, Pablo, with a scheme to spark suspicion and cause a breakup. Instead, an unexpected friendship blossoms. As Bruno and Pablo spend more time together, their playful banter and tentative closeness blur the lines. The plan becomes more complicated than Bruno ever imagined, forcing him to confront emotions he never thought he'd feel. A seemingly simple ruse suddenly threatens to pull them both into an unforeseen twist of fate. By the way, if you're enjoying these picks and want to see more content like this, consider supporting our channel by becoming a member. You'll get exclusive early access to videos, a welcoming community of film enthusiasts, and a range of additional perks. Your support helps us continue sharing these cinematic gems with you. Number 10. The Falls.
Joseph Smith retired to the forest on a beautiful, clear spring day. He knelt down and he began to offer the desires of his heart to God.
RJ and Chris, two young men on Mormon missions, are assigned to spread their faith side by side. Their days follow a strictly devout path, yet they can't ignore an unspoken bond forming between them. Late-night conversations reveal hidden desires and questions about their shared faith. Each new spark they feel collides with the pressure of their strict religious obligations. As their connection deepens, they face a turning point that could upend their spiritual calling. One decision may change the course of their lives in ways they never expected. Number 9. 4 Moons.
Ya casi 8.
¿Verdad que te sientes bien así, abrazadito de mí? Te amo, chiquillo. Te amo.
This Mexican drama weaves 4 stories that revolve around the power of love at different life stages. But one thread, a tender bond between 2 longtime friends, emerges as a heartfelt reflection of the delicate dance between hidden longing and open desire. Their shared past clashes with the uncertainty of adulthood as they strain to hold on to their closeness. Each phase of life in this film reveals the complexities and highs of gay romance, culminating in raw emotional struggles that threaten to tear relationships apart. When everything unravels, only love's truest form might salvage what remains. Number 8. Boys.
I missed a lifetime's insanity. It's super.
Teenager Seeger is tasked with relay race training for a local sports competition, where he meets the adventurous Mark. Their growing connection forms in brisk morning jogs and effortless laughter, caught between blossoming feelings and pressure from his father and brother. Seeger stumbles through a maze of confusion and excitement. Even as they share stolen moments, Seeger wonders if he's ready to risk the life he knows for something new. One final race forces him to decide whether to stay on track or leap into the unknown. Number 7. A Home at the End of the World.
We freaked out about the graveyard. The dead are just people who wanted the same things we want.
What do we want?
This whole big, beautiful, noisy world. And everything that can happen. There's nothing to fear.
Bobby and Jonathan forge a close bond in suburban Cleveland during the 1970s. Their youthful friendship, shaped by tragedy and companionship, expands beyond the limits of convention. Fleeing their pasts, they venture to New York City, sharing an unconventional arrangement that involves a free-spirited woman named Claire. While Bobby pursues a sense of belonging, Jonathan grapples with identity and desire. Their fragile household teeters on the edge of emotional chaos, until a single act threatens to disrupt everything they've built. It's a stark reminder that love sometimes unravels in unexpected ways. Number 6. Holding the Man.
We have been together for 15 years. He's my husband.
Tim and John fall in love at a Catholic high school, bound by both a deep affection and the shadows of looming prejudice. Their relationship weathers distance and disapproval, evolving into a steadfast partnership that spans the joys and hardships of adulthood. Even as the world changes around them, they face trials that test the depth of their devotion. Balancing family tensions, health crises, and the constant pull of life's realities, their love story stands on shaky ground. In one devastating moment, they learn that fate can be as cruel as it is beautiful. Number 5. Free Fall.
Bist du bescheuert?
Mark, a police officer with a pregnant girlfriend, appears to have his life planned out. But during training, he shares a stirring connection with fellow Officer K. Their professional routine morphs into intense late-night encounters, forcing Mark to question everything he's always believed. With his family and career on the line, Mark finds himself torn between loyalty and genuine desire. The story unspools in an ever-intensifying cycle of suppressed emotion, culminating in a heart-stopping confrontation. Love can lift you higher than you've ever been, and then send you plummeting in a moment's notice. Number 4. The Way He Looks.
Então quer dizer que você nunca viu o rosto da Giovanna?
É, o Gabriel, a gente vai fazer trabalho com ele dele me encontrar aqui.
Leonardo is a blind teenager yearning for independence. When Gabriel arrives at school, their friendship blossoms into gentle affection, challenging Leonardo's relationship with his best friend Giovanna. The subtle intricacies of adolescent love spark new confidence in Leonardo. Yet questions of self-doubt linger as he navigates the line between needing guidance and craving freedom. Every brush of closeness and moment of playful laughter hints at a bond that changes Leonardo's view of life. In the space between longing and acceptance, a fleeting step could reshape everything he thought he knew. Number 3. Latter Days.
Gross! Nothing happened here. We walked in here and you're saying nothing happened?
Christian, a carefree party boy in Los Angeles, encounters Aaron, a devout Mormon missionary. Their worlds collide when they become unlikely neighbors, setting off an immediate clash between faith and flamboyance. Driven by curiosity and mutual attraction, Christian pushes Aaron to question the restrictive life he's always followed. As they connect on a deeper level, both are forced to confront prejudice and heartbreak from all sides. When tragedy strikes, the beliefs they each cling to are tested in the most painful ways. Their choice may lead to redemption, or leave them shattered forever. Number 2. Call Me By Your Name.
Nature has cunning ways of finding our...
In the sun-drenched Italian countryside, 17-year-old Elio passes his days reading, playing music, and drifting through lazy summer afternoons. Enter Oliver, a charming American graduate student who arrives to assist Elio's father. Their flirtation develops through shared jokes, tension-laced glances, and timid steps toward a bond that feels both urgent and forbidden. As the heat intensifies, so do their private moments, each day an intimate revelation of longing. When summer edges closer to an end, their fragile world teeters on the brink of change. A single night could transform Elio's notion of love forever. Number 1. Brokeback Mountain.
Wish I knew how to quit you.
Ennis and Jack, two ranch hands hired for a summer of sheep herding, forge an unbreakable bond high in the Wyoming mountains. Under star-studded skies and rugged winds, their connection intensifies, wrestling with the constraints of a harsh reality that refuses to accept them. Throughout the years, stolen weekends and unsent letters become lifelines they cling to, revealing the raw power of a love that cannot fully be lived. But the weight of secrecy grows heavier with every passing season. In one heartbreaking moment, they realize that some passions, no matter how strong, remain bound by time and circumstance. Thanks for journeying through these unforgettable romantic gay drama films. Which one are you most excited to watch or revisit? Until next time, happy viewing and stay inspired.